VW Lifers. Got to get some gas. Welcome to today's episode where we're headed over to Tony Potts' garage for our Summer Shop Series, episode number 4. Can you believe that? Wow. So we're filling up Jerry the bus right now so we can make it over to Tony's house. We are so glad you guys are here to join us. We're gonna have some fun, talk to Tony about his shop, his Volkswagens. So stick with us today on VW Life as we go on Summer Shop Series episode 4. And that's how you know you're at the right place. There's Volkswagens everywhere. Wow, this is something else. I've only seen it on cameras.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is a lift in a Suburbia.
Yeah.
How did you do this?
By myself.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah, it's like a clubhouse, isn't it?
It is.
It's a true man cave.
It is. Hey everybody, welcome to VW Life Summer Shop Series with Tony.
And I'm already sweating.
You know what though? On the way over here, I looked, and the thermometer said 79 for one, just a teeny bit.
Oh yeah, well you know I've been cleaning up for you guys.
Yeah. All right, Tony. Holy cow. So let's step back. So I see the doors, and I'm like, well, that's interesting. That's an interesting setup there. But now we know why, right?
Yeah.
So
It's all about fitting it.
So what possessed you, and how did you get this idea? This is amazing.
I actually got the idea of YouTube. Somebody else was doing it to their garage. They raised the roof because they also wanted to, and it was a Volkswagen guy too. He wanted to lift this bus up into his attic, so he could work under it. So I said, well, yeah, I can do that. I've been a 25-year handyman.
Yeah.
And,
well, this is pretty handy.
It took me a year of measurements and making sure everything was just right.
I think it's absolutely amazing. I mean,
it was a lot of work after work and in the heat of the day, so the attic was nice and hot too. I mean, it's like
you get it. So
140 degrees up there, and I'm peeling out stuff, cutting stuff, reinforcing stuff.
People, this is, I can't even describe this, y'all. This is just unbelievable. All right, let's go back out here and look. So this is like, look, this is, there's a bunny rabbit.
Yeah, there's a lot of red.
There's bugs is right across the street. So this is,
And that's a Volkswagen EOS under that coat.
oh, so there's a Volkswagen right there. So this is what's normally your attic. This is just a normal attic, right?
Oh yeah. But even before we bought this house.
Did you kind of have an idea?
Yeah, so we moved from a house that had 11-foot ceiling in the garage. And so I had, my lift in there.
Right.
And when we talked about buying a newer house to get away from a dangerous part of Austin, I said, well, there's one thing I need is my lift.
Okay.
And, if you let me do measurements on, the few houses that we're thinking about buying, maybe I can fit my lift in there.
Okay.
Okay, so the lift fits in there on a 9-foot ceiling. Okay, no problem.
Right.
But you can't lift anything up over 2 feet.
Right. Yeah. It's like, especially a bus. If you had like a Lotus Esprit or something, or a Miata, you could
a little Mini Cooper.
Yeah.
Lift them all day long in a 9-foot ceiling.
So this was kind of an active process as part of when you were purchasing your house.
Yes.
You looked for one that had a gable like this.
I did about 30 minutes of measurements up in the attic, and I said, okay, we can do this house.
Holy smokes. So as you can see, it's a normal roof line, a gabled roof and everything. And you just went in and said, okay, I'm going to start redoing some stuff.
Yeah, and I started about maybe a year ago.
Yeah.
Just got it done every day after work, just about, and got it done. But the whole door situation was.
So that was like an engineering feat in itself.
No. Hardly. I'm an engineer, Not really. I play one on TV though.
Well, you definitely want. Oh, so yeah, so these are regularly like the garage doors that go up.
Yeah, of
I mean,
course.
like that one over there, right? That's normal. It had that.
Like the tracks are in the way as soon as you start lifting up the car, right?
Yeah.
So I had to get rid of those. And I first thought about, getting like a one of those side roll-up doors. But then if you have a car in the air, you can't open the door because it'll bang into the...
Because those would go like right here. That would definitely be in the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, I'll just turn these doors into swing doors. And that's what I did.
Well, it's been done.
Yeah.
Now we can say it's been done.
Yeah.
Holy cow. All right, so that was an engineering feat. Then you bring your lift in. How do you move this?
Carefully, and don't lose any fingers over it.
It must weigh 1,000 pounds.
I don't know how much it weighs, but surprisingly, the first time I did it, I borrowed my work's forklift,
Okay.
and then I realized it's really not that heavy.
What are these braces up here?
Okay, those are just backups. I knew that the way I reinforced it was fine, but
As
I
far as
wanted to
for the
make sure-
ceiling, for your roof.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but so I just wanted to make sure everything was doubly insured. So I welded a bunch of
Because when you
two-by-two
cut, your joists are going across. They're going across. They're going.
they're going across this way.
So they're not anymore. They were.
I mean, the way I reinforced it is you're still, a truss is a triangle, right?
Yeah.
And that's like one of the strongest.
Yes.
You know that being a
Yeah.
scientist.
Well,
at least a
geometry and all
science
that. Yeah.
But I still have my triangles in there, but they're just separated now.
Okay. Yes.
But
All right.
this is the only side I was really worried about,
Because it's a longer.
Yeah, it's long. It's a long run.
Yeah.
And there's nothing really supporting it. So even though it'll support itself, I still wanted, that extra insurance.
Okay. So tell me about your boxes. You got some. Everybody's always wants to know about folks' toolboxes. So.
Okay.
What do you got
I'm still
going on
working
here?
on the organization of it because the biggest problem with organization is having to keep up with it.
Yes.
Putting things away when you're finished with them.
Yes.
And I learned that from work. If you don't put them away, somebody else might need that tool, or something like that. But that's a big problem with organization.
Yeah.
Keeping up with it.
I very much understand exactly where you're coming
No.
from. I know, like when we're working in my shop on the fastback or something. I think one of my kind of like just things that I do is put stuff back away.
Yeah.
And I think it drives Martin crazy sometimes because
You gotta keep on them. Too.
I'll just put a screwdriver back where it goes. But everybody knows where everything is now, which is good. But I mean, I'm like, okay, I'll just, but yeah, that's
The more organized, the more efficient you are.
yeah, definitely.
Because I hate putting a tool down and then doing something, going back and reaching for that tool, and it's in a pile of tools.
Yeah.
And it takes me a couple of minutes to find it. I was like,
Right.
I did set it here.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Where is it? It's here somewhere. So are these all? Husky. That is like, where's that from?
Home Depot.
Home Depot. That's right. Yeah. I see you got them labeled, so you got a good idea on what's going on there, and
I mean, they're not perfectly organized yet, but they're getting there.
yeah. I love this
working on
big. This is I think Martin has a big box like this.
Oh man, you got to have a big box, but unfortunately, organization takes up a lot of space. That's the big flaw in it.
Yes.
You can
Yes.
put all your tools in a wheelbarrow, like James said, James' grandfather.
Yeah, yeah.
You get to lay them all out and you
just
can
dump
see
them all out and dig through. Yeah. Yeah, it just makes, this is fantastic. I really like this. I mean, but it's crazy, but I know I'm limited for space, and I've been thinking, and I'm gonna like build a lean-to on the side of my shop for my dirty work, grinding and
that's a great idea.
and parts washer and all that.
No,
and then
that's
where that grinder is, I'm gonna buy a bigger box.
I've already started something like that. I built a shed out there. It's a 10x10 shed, and I put my air compressor in there, my sandblaster, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I haven't put my rotary nail thrower, or needle
God,
thrower yet.
that little guy is a
rotary needle thrower.
wow. And your grinder there, and you got a little lathe here, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Nice, very nice. Yeah, I think having because I just noticed over time everything just gets so filthy when you start grinding.
Yeah.
Or anything, or wire brushing, anything, and just cutting, and it's like, ugh. So I'm very cognizant of that right now because of that, of I have that 71 in there, and it's, you know, it's different if it's a shop versus storage, and if you can pull it off to where you could separate those two things.
Yeah.
Hey, here's the shop part. Okay, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But there's cars in there that are in storage that you don't want to get filthy, and it's like that's.
Yeah, it's all about limit of space. You know? And you know, like you got your greasy area, greasy oily area. You don't want to mix that with the dusty area because that just makes a bigger problem.
Yeah,
you know?
and
it dries the oil out even farther and just becomes grime.
And then you just keep chasing yourself, and then you're like, and the other thing too, you know, if you're doing any kind of painting inside, you know, you know, that's another thing too altogether. It's like, so that looks like
that is an air conditioning.
An AC, huh?
I have a friend that has built a shop out in Del Valle, and I'm helping him fund that shop because he's going to have a channel, not a YouTube channel, but a Motor Trends show.
Right. Oh, okay.
And I'm working on his electricity right now, and he needs
Awesome.
an air conditioner, so I got him an air conditioner.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that a mini split?
That is a mini split.
That is a true mini split, huh?
That is a 36,000 BTU.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the other end of it's outside, but
that's the part that goes in the house part, I guess.
Yeah,
huh?
exactly. He's got about a 1,500 square feet. You know, I was originally getting this for me, but it's too big. This is only 660 square feet, and his shop is 1,500 square feet, and this is perfect for him. So as soon as he gets his foam in, that's going in.
Okay.
And he'll be nice and cool for his television show.
Yeah, he will. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
So shout out to Cleveland Shin, you the man.
There you go. Woohoo! Nice. Yeah, we'll build a little bit, Tony, but it's a 65.
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit more about it, because I mean, people want to see this.
Well, it used to be velvet green, which is kind of more or less like Kermit green.
Yeah.
Which was really bright. I think you've seen it before.
Yeah.
It was that color, but it was just that's obnoxious. That green.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm more a little fan of a roulette green.
Yeah.
Nice and dark. It's almost a what is that? British racing green.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like that.
But I tell you what. Turquoise and mango.
Yeah.
They're gorgeous.
So this is the one Tony's working on the canvas, right? The top,
Oh, Bruce?
Yeah, no, you are.
No,
I
finished it.
It's finished now?
Yeah. Bruce didn't totally work on it. He put a couple of rivets in it, but he couldn't because it needed to be on. Yeah.
So it's totally installed now, huh?
No, I haven't put the rivets in yet.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm working on that. It's just I'm not in a big hurry because it works.
Right, that's the thing. Wow.
I got other issues right now.
Yeah, well,
the alternator's out, and I need to change that.
Oh, on here?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But yeah, for some reason somebody had some wires crossed in here, and so it's blowing out alternators.
Really?
So when I put this one in, the alternator was working, and like we went to that camping.
Yeah.
And came back, and it just stopped working. You know, it stopped charging. So I finally went through the wires and found 5 wires out of place. You know, I just went through the whole schematic and tested and traced, and
coming off your alternator wires.
Yeah, so it had a ground in it, and it was sucking power down. So now that I got all those issues worked out, I just got to change the alternator out,
and you'll be good to go.
Yeah,
and that's pretty easy.
And then I can start working on the other engine and put it back in here.
And this is the 1800.
That's the 1800 test.
Oh, test bud motor.
Mm-hmm.
OG.
One of the last.
OG test bud motors. RIP test bud. If y'all don't know, test bud was Daryl and his dad down in San Antonio, and they performed such a great service to our community because they built motors for people, but they were really good about, they put new bearings in, but they used as many old original Volkswagen parts as they could in there when they were putting their motors together, you know. And they had a house and a little shop in the back
in San Antonio,
San Antonio down on the south side, and
great people too.
Oh, they were awesome, Daryl, and so Test Bud, the dad was Daryl, and he was a boat mechanic.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
No
He worked on outboard motors and boat motors forever, and then his son Daryl is the Test Bud, and then so they, I don't know how, I've run Test Bud motors forever, and they were just always great people, and then we lost the son, Daryl, maybe 5 years ago now or longer maybe, and then OG Daryl passed away in the last year or so.
Yeah, and that's one of his last engines, and I think you have one of the very last engines.
Yeah, that one when we pick up that 66.
Yeah.
It was one of the last ones. But they were just great people. You go down there and they're very knowledgeable, and what they did was they were building motors, but because of the way they built them and used not just, let's just go throw new stuff at everything, right? They didn't do that. They recycled, and the motors, they were inexpensive, is the best way I can put it.
Yeah, if it was a repairable part, they'd put it back in.
Yeah, that was it. And that was a good thing because it served a purpose for everybody, because we can't all go out and spend
and they're recycling
7,000, 8,000. Exactly.
And not buying Chinese stuff.
Which if it wasn't worn out, the parts are still good.
Yeah. Good German parts will last.
Yeah, they were. I like that. The history of the Volkswagen emblem. What year is your Type 34?
66.
66?
So that fits it.
So that was 63 to 69, and then Beetle there.
And I don't know how correct that is, because I know the 62 had a badge like a badge like yours.
Sure. Oh, okay. Yeah.
But
how'd you end up with a rabbit fuel injection in there? Look at that.
Dan Kinsey gave me that.
Wow. And a 411 and a 412.
Yeah.
Man, you just went all out on those, huh?
Those are more Dan Kinsey things, so thanks.
Those are probably like the rarest thing you have up there.
Yeah, those are probably worth some money.
I saw those cars. I just love them. I don't know anything about them when I see one, which is like never.
Yeah, the Brazilian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just
Type 4.
Crazy cool looking cars. So, Tony, what? Obviously I know you want, but what else? What are your kind of like other plans you want to do for your shop? Just kind of to keep going here.
I'm finally where I can just work on stuff. So I'm just gonna leave it.
So you're not working on your shop anymore. Now you can work in your shop.
Yeah, thankfully, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Instead of outside in the sun.
Yeah. So you're inside, and you're gonna get AC in here.
Yeah.
Eventually, and
yeah.
That's awesome. I think it's just I don't know if the camera will capture what he's accomplished here, but it's an inspiration to, like, people are gonna lose their mind on this. I lost my mind, whatever little mind I had left. It's just a tribute to you and ingenuity. It really is. It really is. It's very cool, man.
I just beat it to fit.
Is that how that works? Yeah. You can't do that with wood now, can you? You just cut it to fit, right?
Yeah, wood's pretty forgiving.
Got going on over here on the workbench.
So my latest thing is to work on the jail bar that I'm going to put in the Turkish bus.
Okay. Is this a before and after there?
Yeah, it kind of is.
Holy smokes.
One of these Jason gave to me. I think it's this one. And I got these from Kinsey. And I got the bars, which I haven't got them straight. And I was really surprised to see how thin these were.
Oh, the tubing?
Yeah, it's really bendable.
Yeah.
Of course, aluminum,
right.
But you'd think these would be a lot more sturdy.
Did you just buy some? Are these original ones?
Yeah, these are original.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I just I've started polishing them.
I think a long time ago I put these in my 13 window.
Yeah.
And they were just terrible. I don't think some of them were missing. I actually got solid rod, aluminum rod.
That's not a bad idea. Actually,
Yeah.
It's just a real specific size.
Yeah,
you know?
I thought that was that.
Yeah.
It was a long. I just vaguely remember that.
I have
you
some
got a couple of curtain rods there too.
Yeah, we're gonna put the curtains all the way around.
Which is like, this is always all Volkswagens, they use these. I've never
I
seen
think
this.
Westphalia made it though.
Yeah, but I've never seen this just like in strips of that.
Oh yeah.
You know, like that
would be
aluminum.
hard to
Like,
find.
wouldn't that be? Yeah,
That'd
if you could
be,
just find
NOS,
that.
wouldn't it?
Yeah. I used to go to
They probably,
a long time ago. I would go to Austin V-Dub and pull these out of bay windows that were out there, and then I would actually make split curtain rods out of them because splits have that S in the middle where the curtains overhang.
Yeah.
So what are you using to polish here? You got like a little Dremel here set up?
Well, I got Jeweler's Rouge, and which is I think it's a type of clay.
Yeah.
You go through different steps. You go from harsh all the way up to very fine.
Okay. Okay.
So it's one of the things that we do at my job, or not my job specific, but we have people do that polish metals. And I got to learn how to polish them on a microscopic level, because some of the parts we make are really expensive, and they're for semiconductor industry, and gases that flow through them need to flow perfectly, so you have to polish them.
This has to be just perfectly polished metal.
Yeah, and these are not. These would fail at my job. They would look at that immediately and think, that's bad.
Yeah, but I'm looking at that and like, those are shiny.
Yeah, and I'm not finished yet.
Wow. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, they'll look nice when I get there.
I like that. Well, thank you.
Oh yeah.
For allowing us into your amazing shop here. This has been an experience.
I appreciate
Tony's this is something else. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this visit today here at Tony's and just what he's done and accomplished. And so he's got a lot going on here, and we just appreciate your time letting us come over this morning.
Well, I appreciate you always supporting the VW community. That's why I do it.
Well, thank you.
I support the community and enjoy having you guys over.
Well, it's been a great visit. Make sure to check us out at All Metric Garage. There's all kinds of. Be a swag whore. Buy some.
No, don't be a
swag whore. No. Or only if you're gonna just buy stuff at All Metric. Yeah, there you go. But you may even be able to get a Junebug shirt like this there. So anyway, make sure you guys tell your aunts and tell your uncles, tell everybody you know about VW Life. We appreciate you guys, and we appreciate Tony on our summer shop series. And until next time, we'll see you guys later. Bye, everybody.
Hey, and don't forget, stop racism wherever you see it.
Thank you, Tony. Appreciate it, buddy.
Right on.
Bye, everybody. Awesome.